Hey there, it's Derek here once again from Pacific Coast Auto. We're looking now at a 1999 Honda Life. This is a K car. It's four-wheel drive, four-door, 660cc, three-cylinder, 12-valve engine. And this one was bought from auction for export over to the USA. This is our first ever Honda Life. And this is a vehicle I've had my eyes on because I'm always looking for something a little bit weird and a little bit different. And they do make these with the turbo engine version. This isn't the turbo one, but this is going to be a fuel-efficient runaround. This is going to look very out of place in Jacksonville, and that's kind of the point when you're looking at these little K vehicles. Original 84,000 kilometers is pretty low considering it's 25 years old now. I must say, I quite like it. I like Honda, and I especially like anything from Honda that's simple, and this is extremely simple. Okay, so I don't know exactly what the fuel economy is. I suspect it's very, very good because it is a tiny, tiny little car, and it is from Honda, and Honda's pretty good at those sorts of things. Before I close the hood here, I want to say that Honda, thank you so much for thinking about people. Take a look. You can prop the hood up here, or you need more hood space. It's got a secondary prop location. We can prop it up even higher. That's probably high enough to do an entire engine swap, isn't it? Very cool. Honda did that on a number of their cars in the 90s. They don't do it anymore. I'm not really sure why. Okay, coolant's looking fine, oil's looking fine. The oil dipstick's a little bit weird. It's just like right there on the side of the engine. And let's go ahead and lower the fantastically designed hood. Although it can be a little bit difficult to take the stay out. Pop that into place, lower the hood. And yes, this is basically the epitome of the toaster van from Japan. It has very 1990s looks. I quite dig it. The headlights remind me of the EK9 generation, which it is. This is the same generation as the EK9 Civic Type R. Has the fog lights, has a little bit of an aero aggressive front lip spoiler. I love that kind of stuff. This is on original wheels, original suspension, original everything except for maybe the seat covers inside the car. And this is an auction grade 4, which is a little bit of a weird grade here. 4 with both interior and exterior C. So usually 4 would have at least one B here. I think they're being a little bit harsh on the interior and exterior. I think maybe exterior C makes sense. Interior seems a little bit better than that. So we'll go over the sheet here and then I'll show you the condition of the car. So a 1999 Honda Life. This is the T grade, auction grade 4, interior C, exterior C. 84,708 kilometers, automatic transmission. The only sales point is that it's four-wheel drive. And yes, you could get these in two-wheel drive as well. Windshield rock chip, interior scratched, wear, and dirty. Winter tires on this one. Has seat covers on it. The seats are saggy. The seat is saggy, maybe the driver's seat only. And then underside surface rust, which isn't so bad. Wheels scratched, door mirrors scratched, various scratches and dents. And then it says here A2, A4, A4. So the ones we want to look out for the most are the A4s. So A means scratch and 4 means level 4 of severity. Most auction houses are 1, 2, and 3, but this one does 4. And 4 at this auction house would be similar to 3 at another auction house. Suzuki Solio. Okay, so the two main areas of damage are the front bumper and the side skirt. I'll show you those in a second. The exterior is not super duper glossy anymore, and so I would consider that to be faded paint. And you can experiment with products like ceramic coating to see if you can get that shine back. White paint, especially Honda's white paint of the 90s, tends to fade like this, unfortunately. So at the very least, you're going to have some people online who know the drill and can give you some advice on it. I just noticed this. Take a look. It has a little caricaturized version of the Life that it says, auto car washer, be careful for the spoiler. Yeah, our spoiler is so big and so amazing, you're going to have to be careful when going through an auto car washer. And I suspect that the previous owner did just that because the spoiler is in fact on the back of the car like it should be. Look at that two-tone paint. The bumpers and the bottom section there are this champagne gold, while the rest of the car is white. And then roof racks kind of bringing its Honda legacy inner being, I guess. And maybe the owner of this wanted to option up the gold badges. That is so cool. And I'm totally digging the offset license plate. Very, very Gran Turismo Sunday Cup, isn't it? Or K-Cup class.
Want to see us having fun in Japan? Go check out our new channel. Link in the description.
Yellow plates. It's just a shame that you don't get the plates with the car. You can probably get a replica though. They sell them on eBay if you're interested. I have to say that I noticed the mirrors. Most cars have mirrors that are a different shape than this. This shape's fantastic. The mirrors that are a little bit taller than they are wide give you great visibility. Plus this car, quite tall, quite big windows, makes it very easy to live with. Very good visibility, and it feels really neat. I know this is hard to capture on camera, but it feels really neat to sit in the driver's seat and like you can't see the hood. And the windshield's really quite large and the car is small, so it feels go-kart-ish and probably a little bit more enjoyable than you expect it to be when you're driving it around. So headlights, a little bit dim or a little bit cloudy. This goes for both of them. Definitely not too far off to get those polished up. Front lip is like a glue-on style front lip. And remember, the auction said that it's A4 on the front lip. Now looking at it here, it's looking pretty good. Most of the scratches are on the underside of the lip because Japan's a mountainous country and a lot of front bumpers are going to get scratched. Okay, and then we got a scratch there where the paint's come off. The sides are looking really good. The decal here, you can see, has some sort of like a fancy design on it. The decal is all in good condition, which is, I guess, odd for a vehicle that has faded the paint. So I guess it's good. Good, right? Roof's looking fine. It has these door visors. And yeah, it is a 4-door, and the doors are really large, easy to get in and out of, even though the cars are quite small. And a decent amount of room in the back. I'll show you in a sec. There's also an A4 on the underside of this. But again, because it's on the underside, you're not really seeing it too much. This is a theme throughout the car. Any of the damages that it has are not damages that are that apparent. Decent amount of back window. Hatch goes down pretty low, meaning loading and unloading is going to be easy. Sports car looking rear bumper too. And a bigger exhaust, but kind of a fake bigger exhaust. I suspect that's maybe part of the package that this one came with. Primo Tomioka. And a little bit of cracking in the Life 4-wheel drive badge, or sticker in this case. Coming down this side, not really much to say. There are a few like scratches on the edge here. But I think that those might come off. They seem like it's just substance put on or something. Fingernail scratches in here. And that's pretty much it. Let's go to the interior now. And open the back hatch first. Okay. So it came with a basket in here, and inside the basket there's armrests. I didn't expect to see armrests in a basket. Well, there was one armrest in a basket. Kind of a weird thing, but we'll just leave this here. Underneath here, let's see, what do we have? Ooh, a spare tire. Good idea to have one of those. Seats here can fold forward, and I believe they're double folding forward. Actually, I'm interested to know, so let's give it a try. Fold one time, pull this, and yes, the whole thing folds again. So the double fold will give you plenty of room in the back. Well, plenty, all things considered. It is a K car after all. You buy these for fuel efficiency and maneuverability in the tight streets of Japan more than anything else. Look at the size of that back window. That's huge. Okay, power windows in the back. Decent amount of K vehicles don't have those, especially the 3-door ones. And a decent amount of room in there. Look at that. You get in here. Now, adults are going to be a little bit cramped, as you can see. But most K cars were owned by people who either didn't have children or had children, or if only one person was going to be ripping around and they didn't want to get a scooter. Aftermarket mats in here. These are seat covers. They don't fit perfectly. The pattern of the seats matches the pattern on the door, which is very 1994. And a ton of headroom. Have a look at me. Ton of headroom. And that's what that tall boy design is going to get you. It sounds like a K car when you close the door. Boom. Yeah, these were not luxury cars. They were cheap runabouts. And they can be your cheap runabout too. It's an interesting door design, isn't it? I haven't seen really anything like it. Usually the door handles will come closer up here. These ones are way far back. And no buttons or anything on them. Your power windows are all over here. So condition-wise, I think we're looking A-okay here. I'm not seeing any damage really. Steering wheel is pretty good. Seats, of course, have covers on them, which is exactly what you want because it means that the seats underneath are going to be clean and in good condition. And you can continue running the seat covers if you wanted. Lots and lots of room down here. And just like the EF Civics or the EG Civics, you have a full pass-through there, so it feels more spacious inside and not all cramped like a coupe would. Okay, everything seems to work fine. AC is good. Shifting is on a stick here. Similar to our car, actually. So, hit the brakes and... Oh, I can't, but... Like an old American car, right? AC, tape deck, and has been smoked in, it looks like. But it doesn't smell of cigarettes inside, so it might have been a very long time ago. Oh, there's a copy of the auction sheet in there. Good on ya. Oh, and drive recorder. Excellent. It feels good to be in here. The dashboard is down fairly low as well, meaning you have a really neat vantage point. I think it's going to be a riot to rip around in one of these. Gauges there go up to 140 kilometers an hour. Of course, it does have AC. And a few scratches here. These are seatbelt scratches. It happens from a loose seatbelt being closed in the door. We've got a few more of them on the driver's side, actually. Okay, I hope you could see everything that you wanted to see for this Honda Life, our first one. Cool little runabout car. Going over to the USA, where fuel is much cheaper than it is here in Japan, so it's even better. Okay, so that's all we got for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming along and watching this, and I hope you have a nice day.